Hello again, and welcome to Mike's Retro Tech. Welcome to the Tech Loft. Interesting little gadget today, one that I've made myself. It's called the SDEXTJOY, and what it does is it connects the 15-pin extended joystick port A on an Atari STe to an Arduino style micro SD controller. Excuse the soldering, it's not the best in the world, but it works, and allows you, with a piece of software that has been written for it, to access up to 32 megabyte partition under TOS or 2 gigabytes using a utility called BigDOS. So it's fairly simple. There's instructions online. I got this from Atari Forum, so atari-forum.com, and it's under a post called Atari STe SD card reader on the extend joystick port, and it was posted by a user called Orion with the help from a guy called Zero Square. So basically you plug it in, I'll show you in a minute how it works, and it reads a micro SD card. So I've got a 2 gigabyte one in there at the moment, and it's on a very stiff cable. I maybe shouldn't have made the cable so stiff, but it doesn't matter, you can use whatever cable you want. I just wanted it to be nice and snug, and I've put a sticky back piece of tape on there so it holds onto the case. What I'll do now is I'll video myself plugging this into the Atari STe and booting up with it, just to show you what's on it. You probably saw it before in the previous Evolution EVS1 video, because I've been using the software on that. And then what I'll do is I'll take the software off it and I'll put some more software on so that you can see it work with Atari applications, just so you know that it does work. Okay, back on the phone again now, sorry about this peeps. So there's the device, goes into the external joystick port A, which is the front one here, is that one. So I'll show you, if we put that in there, like so. It would be nice if I could get a 9-pin or a 15-pin Jaguar cable and use that instead, maybe that would be nice. And then this, because it's sticky, just sits nicely on there like that. And I use a micro SD to standard SD converter that then goes in the side of my laptop down there. And it's a TOS formatted partition, and as you'll see now when I turn on, we're running TOS 2.06 at the moment. So there's a piece of software that you have to put in the auto folder of your floppy drive, because otherwise it doesn't go to boot from that. It can't do. And there we have the FAT12. It's found the SD card okay. It's initializing the XBIOS vectors, and there is the pre-configured device with C as the device here. So this is now, oh wait there, that's now the C drive. Now one funky thing I've noticed is the A drive, for some reason, appears to be blank. Now I don't know whether that's something wrong with my Atari ST or not, but I mean for the moment it doesn't matter, because I can always use the B drive, as you can see. Put a disk in drive B, and there's the software that I've got on here. I've got, oh, let's move that back to there. So here's the software that I've got. I've got MegaDOS on here because I'm using something else for a SCSI hard drive. But then there's the software. It's called SDEXTJOY. And this PIG program goes in the auto folder of the floppy drive, which is there. And this is what you get. So you can obviously, you can save your newdesk.inf to it. And you can read to it and you can write to it. So I could delete that folder. I have to get used to this mouse again. Delete the folder. Gone. Create new folder. So there you go. So you can read and write. Ignore that. That's Windows 10 stupidity. Writing a system volume information folder to every drive that it touches. Well done, Microsoft. Just you know, making sure that everybody knows that it was done on a Windows machine. I probably should do it on a Linux machine, but I don't have one to hand. Anyway, so that's the software already on there. I don't want to run that because it's a bit boring. So what I'll do now is I'll find some more software for the Atari ST, move this stuff to my hard drive, move some new stuff over to it, and then we'll try running it and see how fast it's actually accessing. It's pretty good, as you'll see. Okay, back onto this camera for the moment. SD card adapter to micro SD card reader. All I do is that, and then put it in my laptop down here. Put it in there like that, and I'll show you what it looks like on my on my phone, on the computer screen now. So what I've done, as you can see, when you plug it into the Atari, when you plug it into the PC and a micro SD card, formatted as FAT12 or FAT16, it comes as drive F or whatever drive identifier you've got spare, and literally you can just copy files onto it. Now, system volume information is just Windows 10 being crap and saving files onto it because Microsoft thinks it's the right thing to do. But as you can see, I've got some of my favourite games: Pac-Mania, Ranarama, Robocop, Xenon, Xenon 2 and Whizball. So we'll now see whether they work in the Atari. So I'll just disconnect properly from the PC, otherwise it will die. And then that goes, where are we there? That goes into the SD card reader. Just clicks in, and then we turn on, and we'll see whether this works or not. It should, but the last couple of videos I've tried to film of this, applications didn't work, trackers didn't work. I haven't got a monochrome screen, so I couldn't do Calamus. I need to get my 15 kilohertz monitor out again so we can do black and white, and we can do colour. Right, okay, now, this is where things get a bit tricky. I've not tried this yet, so I don't know whether it's going to work. So this is a hard drive compatible version of Whizball, okay? So there we go. So we press L for unlimited lives. And what is it doing? There we go. Is it going to work? Looks like it. There we go. A fine game promotion. How do we play this now? It's possibly joystick only. Oh, there we go. Oh. That sounds to be going a bit funny. Right, let's try something else then, shall we? Let's try another game and see whether that works. So it should do, because, as I said before, it works quite well. Okay, let's try Ranarama. Not sure what it's doing at this stage. This is obviously from the game-based database. Oh, there you go. You have to wait for a bit and then press space. And what's it doing? So escape I press then. So what's happening there? Is it going back to the desktop? So it said game X was F9. Obviously doesn't work. So one more and then we prove that it does actually work. And this is quite a viable way of loading applications and games on your Atari without using a floppy drive, a floppy disk. Unfortunately, you still, as I said before, you still need a floppy disk to set it up. But one floppy disk that boots and then gives you this for B and C, I think is pretty good. It's quite cool. I mean, I'm enjoying it. So let's try Xenon 2. I don't know whether this is the Digimusic one. It might be. But let's see. So last one now. If this works, fine. If not, okay. So exit to desktop, star on number pad. So there we go. Yeah, there we are. That's actually more than 16 colours. That's quite impressive, that. I do like that. Right. Is it going to work? There we go. With digi samples. Who remembers how to start it? No, I don't know what key it is to start. Maybe it was okay, so maybe it was a joystick only. So let's try star. Oh, there we go. And star goes back to the desktop, as it said. Brilliant. One final one, just because I'm feeling generous. Oh, get off with you. Is that my keyboard that's stuck? No. It's not going to run, that is it. Right, let's try another one. Final one. Pac-Mania, final time, just to prove that's a swathe of games that are working. Okay. No clicking this time. Here we go. Pac-Mania. Oh, shut up with that clicking. There we go. Huh. Ooh. Oh, yes. was this cursor keys. I think it's QAOP. Or ZXOP. Sorry, O and K. Oh dear. Well, there you go. So, that does work. So, what do you think of that? I think that's quite impressive. Joystick port, 15 pin. What would be a USB to SD card adapter, suitable for an Arduino. And a 2GB SD card full of Atari ST games made for hard drive. So it does work. It's still a bit flaky, but as you can see, it works fine. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's a really interesting piece of equipment, really easy to make, cost about £4 in total, including my time, and is a great replacement for floppy drives, especially if you've got the big DOS utility and you can have a 2GB SD card, because you can have many cheap SD cards and have a library of games for your Atari STe that's online all the time. Amazing. Well, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell icon so you get notifications when I upload more videos. Leave this video a like and leave this video a comment. Have you made one similar to this? Have you got yours in a better case? I really need to get mine away from that long cable and just sorted into a little slot that just slots into the joystick port. But any comments are appreciated, bad or good. Dislikes are appreciated as well, just to let me know that you're actually watching. And on that note, I will say adieu, goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.